Big week for Nicki Minaj. She's coming off of the glory of hosting the 2003 VMAs. She won, I believe, for Super Freaky Girl. She performed not only hit songs, old songs, new songs, 50th anniversary of hip hop. I mean, there was a lot going on this week with Nicki. But I think Nicki, from a marketing perspective, has been slowly but surely crafting out her next chapter. And it's no surprise considering Nicki is consistently going viral on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter for her funny sayings, her funny faces. You know, she's got a big personality, which also matches her massive amount of talent that she's so talented. Nicki is just incredibly talented. I love this picture of Soulja Boy and Nicki. Look at that nice Chanel bag. Nicki loves her Chanel. This is actually one of my favorite episodes of Queen Radio when it was on Apple. I gotta tell you something. Maybe if I can find the clip of them in the studio, I'll insert it in here. It was so good.
Talking about Lil like Weezy wanna come up.
Y'all see the queen right there getting pampered. You know what I'm saying? I got the queen getting pampered behind me. Pamper the queen. Wipers.
Nicki's catalog of 14, 15 years is so extensive. DJ Booth can literally just exclusively play her features and her own songs for the entire opening segment of Queen Radio when it was on Apple. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, here is my theory of what Nicki is going to be doing in the coming years after she drops Pink Friday 2. And what I think is next for Nicki is talk show host. And I'll explain why. So Nicki as a host really started with Apple Music Queen Radio, which is now on AMP, but she also had a huge guest appearance on the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion. Everybody was surprised. Andy has never given up his reunion host seat to anyone else except for Nicki Minaj. And she did a phenomenal job. Rave reviews, the fans loved it, the cast loved it, and she really did a great job. She's a true fan. She did her homework. She knew what was going on, and she has a natural knack for talking to people. So I think, are you starting to get it here? Host, guest host, right? Are you seeing it? Talk show, I'm telling you. There is a talk show coming in the next few years for Nicki Minaj. And then last year, Nicki was a co-host or a co-MC with LL Cool J and someone else, I forget. She also did win last year, by the way. I cannot remember the song she won for. I will put it up on the screen. I'll look after I record this video. But Nicki was a big presence at last year's VMAs. I think she performed Super Freaky Girl as well. That was a huge, massive hit for her. But she did such a good job that they invited her back again this year. As we all know, Nicki has been on fire on TikTok and on Instagram, across all social media. Rave reviews for Nicki's performance at this year's VMAs, specifically when she did Itty Bitty Piggy, I can never say it correctly, and she performed Ruby Red the Sleaze. The fantastic thing about where Nicki is at in her career is that when you have been performing on a global stage around the world consistently for 14, 15 years, Nicki has a stage presence where, as someone said in the comments so well, she don't gotta do too much. And Nicki herself can hold the stage as a massive presence by herself. Now that, my friends, is star power. Let's check out a quick little clip. I'm going back to one of my all-time favorite pictures of Nicki from the VMAs. I love this entire look. I think it's so good. But what do you think about the evidence that I have laid out today? Do you think Nicki is on her way to becoming a talk show host? I think so. Apple Music Radio, Bravo, Real Housewives of Potomac reunion, 2 VMA shows. I think a talk show is in the works. after she finishes Pink Friday 2, I think she's going to do a global world tour for Pink Friday 2. But after that, mark my words, Nicki is going to be hosting a brand new talk show, and I think it's going to be a huge success.